I came across the idea of making a stationary wave or standing wave on a glowing piece of wire in the classic book The Art and Science of the Lecture Demonstration by Charles Taylor. In his book, he suggests doing this by making the wire glow with a DC current and then either using a tuning fork or a vibration generator to create the stationary wave. The idea is that the antinodes, which are moving rapidly with a large amplitude, are air-cooled and so the wire doesn't glow there, but the nodes, where the wire is stationary, are not air-cooled and therefore hotter and glow brightly. I then saw the suggestion by Murray Corman and Ted McClanahan to do the same thing but use an AC current and magnets to cause the stationary wave using the motor effect. And I thought I had to give it a go, but it was going to be a challenge to do this in a way which would be safe enough to demonstrate in a school. After a bit of experimentation, this is the overall setup that I used to make it work. Using 22 gauge Nichrome wire, I had a little under a metre of Nichrome wire and I attached one end to the base of a clamp stand and then supported it on two triangular prisms and finished with a pulley and then 60 grams of mass hanging on the end of the wire to give it the smallest amount of tension. I then used this low voltage AC power supply that goes to about 15 volts and connected it via an multimeter acting as an AC ammeter. Crocodile clipped it on just before the first triangular prism. The wire then passes between magnets of motor kits on their little cradles and then back via a crocodile clip all the way back to the power supply. I found that about 45 centimetres was the right length to set up this stationary or standing wave with one node in the middle using the 50 Hz AC that we have in the UK. It's important to have the magnetic field from the two sets of magnets in the opposite direction so that the force from the motor effect is up on one end whilst down on the other. But you can see 4 to 5 amps is not sufficient to start the wire glowing. But you can still see the stationary or standing wave clearly. So let's turn up the power supply to a higher potential difference so that we can get the wire to start to glow. I found that when I got to a current of just under 7 amps, then I got the nodes glowing nicely and the antinodes not glowing at all. You can see it reasonably well here when I've got the full room lights on. The nodes at each end and the node in the middle clearly glowing a red colour, whereas the rest of the wire isn't glowing. I hope that you agree this really is a lovely demonstration. I'll finish with a few words about safety. First of all, the demonstrator should wear safety goggles. You should perform it on heat-proof mats, and I'd recommend performing it behind a safety screen so that you don't have to have all the audience members wearing goggles, and to mitigate for the risk that the wire snaps. Although, because the tension is very slight, when on one occasion it snapped for me, it wasn't at all violent.